Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today, we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for the big return there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 28. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give on the inside. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Looking to pass, it's Milroe. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Holds it in. He'll work his way down to the 28.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Forced out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Leaves it with the back. Just steamrolling his way through. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Price. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking for a crease. It's Locke. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. Notre Dame lines up quickly. They'll try the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, He gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Quickly to the tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He's run out of bounds, but not before, turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. At the 35, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. The hand to the running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. On the run, it's Love. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, and that fires you up as a defense. That gives you some extra juice. When you come in there and knock the living fire out of someone, everybody on the defense gets jacked up.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the...
He'll take the deep shot. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. A new set of downs after the completion. From the gun, running back on the move. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Can't get him to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the block.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
Alabama trying to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. A first down for the offense. Looking for a crease to the left. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Give to the running back. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Notre Dame right back to the line. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge of the Irish because they're ready to rumble?
Movement here from the tight end. Looking for room. It's Love. Keeps the legs moving. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score Alabama 7, Notre Dame 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. To the air, it's Leonard. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead from the rim.
Might as well give it to him again. Got enough space. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
Timeout, Alabama.
On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes that Alabama offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Dropping back, it's Milroe. Quickly out to the tight end. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. We now move inside 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Trying to find his man on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to correct.
Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throws for the tight end. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. After misfiring, it's second down. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. A third and long coming up here. Back to pass. It's Milroe. Got his man. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Man, I love on third down when I know I have a running back that can beat guys. Whether you want to cover me with a linebacker or a safety, I can run an angle route, and I can have success because my quarterback knows exactly what...
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown tie! And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Price. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll run it to the right. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. And now on second down for this offense. They'll go to the ground. Fights off a defender. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. At the 35, he's open. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Running back searching for a hole. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. The lone back's got it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Quarterback will audible. Dropping back, it's Leonard. Now improvising. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Still running at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Leaves it with the running back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Price. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Quarterback adapted. Wiggles free. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure, but this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, he's making good decisions. If a guy's open, he's throwing it, but if it's not, he's not even hesitating. I'm going to go get what I can get a first down with my speed and athleticism. Let's keep this drive rolling.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Never a doubt. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Price. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for space. It's Love. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Now rolling to the left. He's going to take off. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Going to the running game. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here on third down for this offense. To the air, it's Leonard. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. At the 45 on his way. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. Running back goes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Here's the handoff. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. They're going to ride this running back. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13.
They're strong and they're scrawl. Defensive tackles, they're scrawl. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Notre Dame right back to the line. They'll try to run for it. Touchdown, Irish! And that one will give them the lead. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Rolls onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. He'll try it again. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down.
And those little chunks keep going and crudding when you're on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Put you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number 1.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Finds a tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
It's a really nice-looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny. I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Wide out in motion. Handoff to the lone back. Finds a crease at the 20. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Notre Dame lines up quickly. To the ground, he's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Got some room in it to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
On the move, he fires. Got his man all by himself. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Notre Dame 24, Alabama 14.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Bernard. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on second and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with it.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The running back has it.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
To the ground with the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Notre Dame right back to the line.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Takes the handoff. It's Payne. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. They go to the ground. Plows through the defense.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
This guy's been running hard all game long. In the 4th quarter now with that last run, he's now at 99 yards rushing. One more carry away from potentially reaching that 100-yard milestone that all running backs covet.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Right back to him on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. He'll keep it on the sneak. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
On the run, it's Payne. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Give to the running back. They knock him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. The give to the lone running back. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Bernard. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Fires to the middle. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Tide with the 1st and 10. They keep attacking through the air. He'll pull it down. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love
Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest the deepest, widest the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Buying some time. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Trying to get to him. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
The closer you get to the end zone, the more aggressive I'm going to become. I'm going to take away the quick, easy stuff, and I'm going to blitz and bring pressure and put him on the quarterback and get him on the ground like you did right there.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And this offense is trying to make something happen. You're down later in the game, but this defense is having none of it. 2 sacks in a...
And it's caught. Late touchdown here, probably too little too late. It would take a monumental miracle to come back down. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. First things first, they have to recover the onside kick, and then they'll have time for probably just 1 play. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. First things first, they have to recover the onside kick, and then they'll have time for probably just 1 play. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Timeout is called with just a single second left. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll give it to the back. And this play will be for no gain, and that is going to do it. Final play of the 4th quarter. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of 1 stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.